Celebrating our 35th anniversary, the Disability Rights Legal Center celebrates 35 years of legal service to the disability community. The Disability Rights Legal Center, originally called the Western Law Center for the Handicapped, was founded in 1975 by friends and colleagues of A. Milton Miller, one of the leading advocates of the disability rights movement in California. Milt contracted polio as a young child, which affected his ability to walk. When he started school, he was determined to attend with his older sister and not go to a special school. He climbed into his red wagon and his sister pulled him to school. This was his introduction to mainstreaming and equal rights for people with disabilities. Later on, as an attorney and political activist, Milt was responsible for drafting and implementing requirements for barrier-free design and construction. At the time of his death, Milt was working to develop a public interest legal center to enforce the civil rights of persons with disabilities. The vision was put into action by his colleagues and friends, including Alan Cerroti, Ed Edelman, Max Strauss, Sarah Lee Altman, Reese Pileski, and Jean Marius. A governing board was created, and Daryl McDaniel obtained our nonprofit status. Norma Vescovo volunteered to be the first executive director. Alan Cerroti provided office space in the Eastern Columbia building on Broadway and 9th. Just as the struggle for disability rights was beginning, the Western Law Center was off and running. As the work progressed with a small, committed staff, volunteer attorneys, and a working board of directors, the center made itself known in the public and private sectors. In 1983, the center was welcomed by Dean Arthur Frank to become part of the Loyola Law School campus. The mission of the center was compatible with the mission and vision of the school, which welcomed the center as a clinical teaching program of the law school. In the words of David Burcham, past dean of the law school, law students working at the center receive more than legal training. They gain insight and compassion into the unnecessary struggles that the disability community faces on a daily basis. I know that they take that knowledge with them as they become practicing attorneys. Today, the center continues to protect the possibilities based upon the legacy given to us by Milton Miller 35 years ago, advocating for the most vulnerable among us. Today, the Disability Rights Legal Center has offices in downtown Los Angeles, the Inland Empire, including rural Coachella, and a Midwest regional office of the Cancer Legal Resource Center in Chicago, and provides clinical legal experiences in all of our offices. The Civil Rights Litigation Program offers free legal representation to underserved people with disabilities who are encountering discrimination in violation of their civil rights. The program also takes on high-impact cases that will benefit large groups of people with disabilities and raise public awareness of disability rights. This program has improved education and other services for hundreds of young people with disabilities who are incarcerated in juvenile halls or jails, and has challenged discriminatory housing practices for those living in poverty. The Cancer Legal Resource Center, the CLRC, a joint program with Loyola Law School, is the only national center that provides free information and resources on cancer-related legal issues to cancer patients, survivors, caregivers, and healthcare professionals. CLRC's national panel of volunteer attorneys and other professionals are ready to assist those who need further advice or representation. The CLRC is the only organization providing this type of service in the United States. The Education Advocacy Program's goal is to ensure that underrepresented communities have access to special education and related services. The Community Outreach Program offers training on disability rights and access to health care for people with disabilities. Every year, outreach staff attend hundreds of community events to spread the word about our services and other resources for people with disabilities. The DRLC spearheads the Respectability Conference that brings together California disability rights activists. They also coordinate Disability Mentoring Day, a nationwide effort to promote career development for students with disabilities through hands-on career exploration. The Options Counseling Service provides information to callers so that they may explore all the options available to resolve their disability-related disputes. The Pro Bono program recruits, trains, and supports volunteer lawyers. The DRLC works with volunteer attorneys to advance our clients' legal rights. DRLC's Inland Empire program is making up for the lack of services for low-income people with disabilities in one of the fastest-growing and impoverished regions in California. The program is located on the campus of the University of Laverne College of Law with a satellite office in Coachella, an extremely rural and underserved area of Riverside County. Thanks to all of you and in appreciation to the generosity of many dedicated individuals, the dream lives on.